Hello and welcome to the Bearded Horror Review. My name is Dan, aka the Boogey Man, and on this show I will watch a horror movie, either a classic or a new release, talk about some good points and some bad points if there are any of either, and give it a rating out of 10 if I remember to do it, and let you know if I think the film is worth a watch or not. I have just got back from watching LongLegs. It came out today in the UK, and yeah, so I've just watched it. I managed to get a 3:50 showing, and yeah, so fresh out the box, first impressions of the film, and we're going to do a review of it. So potential spoilers going forward if you haven't seen the film yet. I will try and not spoil anything in this film. However, the advertising has missed out a lot of key details in regards to the film and the plot. So if I mention something, even though I'm trying to be vague, it might give potential spoilers if you don't want to know anything. So here's your warning. You've been warned. Before we carry on, guys, if you could leave a like and subscribe, that would be so awesome. I really appreciate it. A small click for you, but it means a lot to me. So LongLegs, let's talk about it. Now, this film has been hyped up. It has been hyped up a lot. Its advertising has been fantastic. The horror community has really been looking forward to this. Nicolas Cage is back in a horror movie. Since his run of doing Mandy, Colour Out of Space, in one of my favourites, Willy's Wonderland, he's built back up that he's a horror guy. And not only starring in this, he also produced it. So it's a big deal. I forget everyone's names who's in this. I just got back from it. I could look them up right now, but instead here's the character list. That's who's in this. And there've been in other things before, and they've always done really well. So yeah, let's talk about the film. Going ahead, I want to keep an open mind watching this. Like I said, I only watched the trailer once, and I did a trailer reaction, which you can watch here. But let's talk about the plot of the film. This movie is about a very new special agent FBI. She's very young, so obviously we can determine that she's quite new at this job. That she has been brought in to catch a serial killer who goes by the name of LongLegs.
A letter was left with the bodies, signed with one word.
The character that has been played by Nicolas Cage. He seems to have been active for over 30 years. He leaves a note at the scene that has a code on it and the word LongLegs. Nobody knows anything else. And this young special agent has been brought on to be able to track him down. Now here's one of the potential spoilers going ahead. It's very important for the plot going forward, which they have left out of the advertising, which is one of the reasons why this film, unfortunately, quite didn't hit home for me. It was good. Straight out of the bat, this is a good film. But they kept it secret that it's a supernatural film. It's not a straightforward detective story. It has air of supernatural and paranormal to it. So when I started watching this and this started happening, I was very surprised that they were taking that approach. I didn't think it was going to take that approach, and I didn't think it was going to be that kind of movie. Our main character is somewhat psychic. She can figure things out intuitively. She sees images and she can pick out things just because. This is why she's brought on to be able to track down LongLegs. Yeah, so I wasn't expecting that. I'm not going to say any more other than that. The film is beautifully shot. It is shot in a way that I can see it getting tiresome for some viewers who aren't used to this kind of lens and cinematography style. The score is fantastic. It does a thing where it switches between a smaller 32mm handheld camera and then your normal camera, your normal Steadicam. Its score and its sound design is incredible. Nicolas Cage as LongLegs, although he's, as should be with these kinds of films, sparsely in the movie, when he's there, he nails it. I'm a huge Nicolas Cage fan. He's made some duds in the past, but he's made some incredible movies, and it shows why he's got an Oscar, because he is such a good actor when you put him in the right film with the right direction. He is perfect for this role, and he is exceptional as Longlegs. Whenever he was on screen, I loved it. I loved his performance. One of the downsides to this film that I can see others having is it is a very slow, quiet film.
I'll be waiting.
People will have conversations and there will be long, drawn-out silences. It is very subdued by our main character, how she is. It's set in the 90s, so a lot of modern technologies are not there. She is very kind of inward with her feeling. She's either on edge constantly, or she's subdued. It's just one or the other.
Is it scary being a lady FBI agent?
Yeah.
It kind of makes me feel that maybe she's supposed to be on the spectrum. I kind of get that vibe. Someone who's on the spectrum himself, you kind of end up seeming to be able to just notice these things. But I felt that kind of was the approach that maybe they were going for. The story and the way the story unfolds, I was not 100% blown away by. I unfortunately may have had expectations going to this film. Like I said, I only watched one trailer. So what I was expecting the film to be was based upon that one trailer. And it wasn't. Like I said, it's a real slow burn. It's got this supernatural, paranormal vibe that is nowhere to be hinted at in the advertising. And I found it to be a bit lackluster overall. It was a good film, but it was nowhere near what I was thinking it was going to be. Is that on me? Possibly. Is that on the people who've advertised it? Possibly. But this film was not entirely groundbreaking and special. It unfortunately did things that I was expecting it to do. I could see things coming. There were certain aspects of it that I found very strange and I found quite irritating. Like I said, it's a real slow burn, but there's also very strange interactions with people. Now, because the film has that whole vibe, it fit the film. The way characters interact with each other was very in vibe with the picture. And there were subtle things that were said that came about at the end of the film that I didn't even put two and two together. And I was when it kind of was revealed, I really enjoyed that. And I did, however, figure out the main twist very early on. And that doesn't mean it's bad. It just means they did what I was expecting. And which is what I mean by it's not groundbreaking in any way. It's very much, it's quite stereotypical. It's based around this kind of Longlegs idea, and they're trying to understand why he's doing what he's doing. And that's why I said it's got this Silence of the Lambs Zodiac vibe. It's half Silence of the Lambs. We've got our female FBI agent who's been brought in because she can do something that others can't do. And then we've got the other side of it, of the Zodiac style, where it's coded, the breadcrumbs are all there, and you just need to figure it out. And it takes that right eye. Overall, it's a good movie. Is it a great movie? Is it the best horror movie of the year? Unfortunately, no, in my opinion. It is a good movie, and everyone, if you love horror, you should definitely watch this. But you need to be in the right frame of mind. This film is slow and takes its time to explain its narrative. If you're not in the mood for that, you're not going to enjoy it.
You could have made nice with me, but you didn't.
For example, if I could compare it to any other movie, coincidentally happens to be a Nicolas Cage movie, I very much got Mandy vibes. That film takes its time. It's quiet. Dialogue is direct and sparse. And so it is in this film as well. Everything everyone says is to move things forward or to set up something that's going to happen later on. The characters are all set as they are. When you get to the end of the film, you kind of understand why people act the way they did. But Like I said, it's not groundbreaking in any way. Really, it's a good film. It's not a great film. I enjoyed it, but to be able to watch it again, I would have to be in the right mindset. Overall, I give it a 7 out of 10. I did really enjoy it, but it was nothing like I was expecting it to be. And so that's my review of LongLegs, guys. Have you seen the film? What did you think about it? Drop me a comment down below. Like I said, if you could drop a like and subscribe, that would be so awesome. All my links are down below. Follow me on social media, my Patreon, which is now running my remake series, which of the first video is actually here on YouTube if you want to check that out, where I was with my friend Silence of the Stids on Instagram. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys, and until the next time, happy watching.